Self-serve entertainment.
And it's a dolo mission.
Self-serve to the game. We are now off the record with PUP.
Teamwork making the dream work. We headed to the city. We about to see our brother Red Pill. Shout out to Red Pill, Blue Pill, KTL Radio. That's Know the Ledge Radio. Please, if you haven't checked that out ASAP on KTL Radio, on the TuneIn Radio app. Definitely got to check that out. These some powerful brothers that we about to go see. They, you know what I'm saying, and now taking our community by storm, you know, and I say our community, I'm actually speaking for, you know, the conscious community.
Right.
Because the conscious community is what, you know, I represent, because I know that all my work that I'm putting out there is specifically, you know, to the conscious community, to the awakening, you know, that's coming up, that's awakening, the people that's awakening out of this struggle, this crazy world that we actually live in, that they have, you know, pulled the wool over our eyes and turned us into, like you say, put us in the matrix to make it even more clearer. We live in a matrix. When you wake up in this matrix, everything that I do is for people that's waking up in this matrix, because we got to do something about that. It's time to start making moves.
Yeah, a lot of people don't really see like the insides and the outsides of what's going on. They just accepting the end result, but they're not really making a beneficial change towards what's, you know, making that change.
Facts.
So when we going out here to check out your clothing line, what's the name of the clothing line?
The name of the clothing line is Kings County. Kings County Clothing Line, Kings County Apparel.
Right.
You can find them at kingscounty.bigcartel.com. kingscounty.bigcartel.com is where you'll find all the apparel. And this apparel that I'm picking up is gonna be for the it's for the album cover. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking it back to the old way when we had CDs and they was official with the booklet and the inside.
Yeah, I like that.
You know what I mean? Get the good pictures, in-depth pictures, and on top of that, just give you just write out a good background of the album, you know, within that booklet. So I'm taking it back to that style, you know what I'm saying? Because I mean, it takes me into the understanding everything that you do has depth to it.
Right.
Everything that I do has depth to it. I thought it out. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't surface level shit.
Yeah, fly by night.
Yeah, fly by night shit. Like, everything has been thought out completely. I know where this is headed. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
that's
why we on that journey.
Yeah, that's why, you know, when you know you're on a journey, you know what I'm saying, and you know, all right, well, this journey is going to take me where? Where is this journey going to take me? This journey is about to take me to me empowering myself to create an environment of peace, love, unity, and consciousness.
So that's pretty much like core values of what you represent.
Boom.
Okay.
Boom. Core values.
So what's the name of your album?
The name of the album is called The Battle to Know Thyself.
That's very real in depth. I mean, from the things you've been explaining to us, I'm pretty sure that, you know, the meaning behind the title is pretty much like the message that you want to bring to everybody. The fact that everybody's not in the light, you know, everybody's still hidden in darkness, because there's a lot of things out here that's trying to hide from us. They don't want to give us the real information, the real truth.
Facts.
What you know about that?
Literally, the battle to know thyself. The reason why I took this first step. See, this is my first step as far as me taking a stand on this transition, this journey of life. You know what I'm saying? And it's a battle to know thyself, because you got to start with yourself. Point blank, period. There's a lot of people that's, you know, talking about how they want change in this world and how they want change around us, and they don't want these conditions the way that they are, but they're not starting with themselves.
Right.
They're not changing nothing about their life.
The main ones we see are the politicians really telling us that on a daily basis, we want to help you, but they're helping themselves first to other things instead of helping themselves physically, emotionally, spiritually.
Yes.
They
Well,
just
shit.
going for the material.
When you get to the politician level, you've already committed yourself to this destruction of destruction of life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're not, when you reach the level of becoming a politician, you've already committed to the way things are. You've accepted the way things are.
Right.
So you are only going into, as a politician, to play the game. That's where we need to snap out. That's what we need to snap out of. Our people they feel like they are really stuck. I personally felt like I was stuck. Let's take this to a personal level. This is why I call it the battle to know thyself, because taking it to a personal level, understanding what my personal journey has brought me through. When I woke up, I said, yo, I want all this stuff to change. I don't like this stuff that's going on. I don't like the stuff that I'm doing. I'm fucking drinking every day. I'm fucking smoking bogeys, smoking blacks every day. I fucking cheat on my girls, and I done, you know how many females I done hurt in life. Like, just all the shit that I woke up to, and I was like, damn, I did all this, yo. That's when I realized, you know what? Let me start making some changes. And when I started doing that, it made me start researching more on why I need to change. On what am I doing?
You experiencing that spiritual progression.
Yep. So it took me on the spiritual progression. It took me on a spiritual route.
Physically, right?
Yep. Now, because now what happened is you're asking more questions about yourself, so you're going within. It's nothing physical no more. You're talking about, when it comes down to knowing thyself, it's only yourself. It's only what you has done and is going to do, or is projected to do. Because when you look at what you have done, you have to go within yourself to look at it. You can't rewind time and physically relive that moment. You have to actually go within inside your own mind, meditate, think real deep, look at it from a third party perspective, judge yourself, place judgment. I place judgment on my own self. I look at my own self and say, damn, nigga, you a off and you whack, you a bitch ass nigga for doing what you did that time when you did what you did. Right. I ain't gonna say nothing specific, but when you look at anything that you did, like when I looked at it, I said, yo, I placed judgment on myself, and I was like, damn, yo, you a bitch ass nigga for that. You weak for that. You this, you that.
I catch myself talking to myself a lot of times.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
that'd be the conversation. Like, what were you thinking?
Yeah, like, what was you thinking?
Nobody was there to watch your back. You not thinking about your future. You was doing some ignorant.
You was doing some ignorant shit. Or even think about. So then I realized, what was I thinking? Why was I doing that? Then that opens up a whole nother portal. Because
because you were looking for that momentary gain versus what really was going to benefit you in the long run.
Yep, because now, once you say to yourself, once I said to myself, damn, yo, once I place judgment on myself, now you gotta ask yourself, well, why would you do that stupid shit anyways? And then you end up realizing you did it because you were either conditioned to just do this because you've seen it done before. You've seen other people do it. It's just a part of your environment. This is just what it is. This is the natural way of reacting. You feel me? Like, you've seen it so many times, you think it's just a natural way of reacting. So you reacted that way when it happened to you. So, all right, that's one factor. Here's another factor. Why would you do that? You realize that sometimes you're only just doing it just because of who you are around. Just because of who you surround yourself with. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You would mold yourself around them, around that person. Me, you actually said it when you listen to my music. You said you got a chameleon voice.
Right. You gotta make that difference.
I'm actually a chameleon type of person. Period. That's just my personality. I match people, but when I realize that that's how I am, I cannot match people to my detriment.
Right.
I can't match people that's gonna be hurting my life. I need to match people that's gonna be better in my life.
Right, and I go back to the values again, because if they don't have no values about themselves, they're not gonna respect what you want.
So, but at the end of the day, you the only way you answer that question, or the way you even get to that point, is say, damn, if I was doing that just to do that around these people, then that means that these people represent that.
Right.
So that means if I don't feel good about that, if I felt uncomfortable about that, I need to not suppress what I feel and just ride with it. No, I need to unsuppress that and fall the fuck back and
right.
change myself. Recognize that and make some changes in my life. That's what I had to realize. So that's just another aspect.
Yeah, that's real, man.
You know what I'm saying? So, those two aspects are very crucial points for you in the beginning. Those are like the first couple stages in the beginning, and then you got a stage where I'm at right now. It's a very, very hard stage. Is the mental. Breaking the mental conditioning to and then really just break the mental conditioning and the negative conditioning that you literally lived with for generation upon generation, that's been that's etched in your DNA, etched in your family, then right into you. Breaking that cycle. Breaking the cycle of doing what your dad always did.
Right.
Breaking the cycle of doing what your mom always did.
But the hard thing about that is, like, in my family, they all did everything. So when you stuck, always wondering why you got so much pressure it's because you're doing everything.
Mm-hmm.
And you're trying to do it for everybody, but they don't understand why you're doing it for other people.
Yes.
They just want you to do it for them.
Yes. Yeah.
And like you said, you can't do it for everybody without starting with yourself.
Self.
Right.
And the thing is, when you break that cycle, you go through a phase of feeling
nobody is on your level.
Yeah,
and they
nobody
don't want to be around
nobody
you.
around you. Nobody wants to be around you.
Right.
You don't want to be around them. You know what I'm saying? You go through that phase, and I understand that phase.
Yeah, you're going through understanding.
But
separation while you still reuniting.
There you go. That's crazy that you put it there. It's separation before the reuniting.
Right.
Or not even reuniting, before the uniting.
Right.
Because the next phase, the next part of the value is unity.
Right.
But you have to get through these steps first. To get the unity, you have to go through the separation to get to unify now. Because when you go through the separation, it makes you understand. Right. It makes you understand more and more about yourself, more and more about your surroundings, more and more about Everything. Depending on how deep you go personally in your life. But me, personally, it made me understand more and more about myself, more and more about my family, more and more about my surroundings, my environment. And then I learned more and more about my history. I learned more and more about my culture. Then I learned more and more about the universe, about religions, about science.
Become a big thing.
It becomes a huge, you realize how you connect to all those aspects when just in the beginning stage of this, you were only thinking about the small little stuff that you don't like around here.
Right, which is yourself and what you see with other people.
There you go.
And then after you hit that realization,
which is yourself and how you see other people. Which is yourself and how you see other people. It started with that. It started with the mistakes, the pain,
the fighting,
the anger.
Wondering why you be giving so much love to a lot of people and you don't receive that same love.
So all that confusion in the beginning. There's so much confusion. You be like, man, why am I doing this? Why do I have to do that? Why the system makes me work these jobs? Why you asking all these questions?
I'm going to school so I can get a job to go to school to get a job.
I'm going to school to get a job so I can go to school and get a job.
So I can pay off school.
And then so I can get a job and pay off school.
Right.
So I'm going to school to get a job just so I can get a job and pay off school. I'm getting a job just to be just over broke.
Right, so I could be told that I'm overqualified to get the job and my papers don't mean nothing at all. What's my credentials for?
I even went through that situation where I went on a job hunting spree, and they literally, all my job interviews was telling me that I'm overqualified because of my experience.
Right, we get it all the time.
How are you overqualified? You turned me down because I'm overqualified.
But you were underprivileged.
But I'm underprivileged.
So you gotta fight to get the education.
It's crazy.
You fight to get a job. Right.
So when you look at, when all that confusion, that's more confusion when you even start questioning the system. Right. When you start questioning the system,
they don't like that because they can't answer it because they don't know either. They just playing a role.
They just playing a role.
They weren't told the whole game either. So
anybody that you question the system with, and it's not on that same vibration as you, as you know, as far as questioning the system, they are going to play their position and defend. Defend. That's it. You just gotta take a defense and tell you, yo, that's the reality. And they tell you, yo, that's just the way it is. And they tell you, you know what I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying, I'ma just do me. They just cop out.
You're not doing you though, because you're not going against what you were told.
That's
because you're not noticing the brick wall that you're hitting every time you're trying to climb up.
And you know what? But you can't tell them that.
Right. Because they think you sound crazy still.
Exactly. You can't tell them that.
Once you're done with what you're doing with your project, then they want to join the project when you're done. Because they're like, oh, nah, I get it. But they still don't understand because they didn't want to go through the process. You got to still go through the process. You can't just be...
I'm glad you said that.
Process.
I'm glad you said that because I'm at a point in my life where I can reflect on that.
Right.
I'm at a point in my life where
it makes sense to you. It's not foreign.
All comes in as a whole now as exactly what I live. Right. It's not even a confusion part. It's not even a see, stuff like that. It used to make me mad, and I used to let it deter me. You know what I'm saying? And let it deter me from continuing on with my journey. Because when people don't understand what you're talking about or the beginning process of this change that you are now starting to question, or the system that you're starting to question, you know what I'm saying? or just say, they don't understand. Anybody that you're talking about that they don't understand when you're starting to question things and starting to have more ideas to step outside the box, right? And they sit there and they defend the system because they don't understand. They the ones who want to only see you do it, or want to see what happens to you. I'm gonna give you an example. All right, let's say if I got the $1 million plan for all of us to eat, and I can break it down to you in a presentation and show you how it can work for us as long as we follow this plan, as long as we follow this script, and we will make it. You can see how it's tangible. You can see how you are going to make the money. You can see how you are going to change your life.
So investments on return.
Investments on return. The productivity, the whole format, and the plan step by step is there for you.
Rules of engagement.
The rules of engagement is there for you. You just got to follow it, right? You approach your people with them.
I guarantee you 85% of people will walk away.
85%, I'm sorry. According to Bill Gates, 95%.
You're right, it's more people.
Will walk away because in his approach, he did the same thing with Microsoft. He did the same thing with Microsoft. When he built Microsoft, he sat down with a bunch of his colleagues or whatever and told them 95% of them walked out. Only I think 6 people stayed.
Right.
6 people stayed, and those who partner with them are beneficiaries of this. Now, what runs every single thing in this world right now. So, boom. I have now witnessed that in my own lifespan. Witnessed where in my beginning stage of the battle to know thyself, when I was approaching my family and friends about all the new opportunities that I've been coming across, all the new business opportunities that I'm taking advantage of, and then on top of that, just the talent and opportunity that I'm creating for myself and putting behind myself, they sat back and walked away.
Pretty much criticized you and laughed.
I'm not even going to go that far and say that they criticized, they laughed, and did all that.
They just completely say.
They just completely said, "That's what's up, yo," but that's not something for me, man. We'll see. Let me know how you do, man. Good luck with you, though. Good luck with you, right?
But then when you're done, they gonna come back then. Hey, what's up, man? We was back there when you was doing this and doing that. No, you was back there, right?
Yes. So now
you were on my side.
At this point in my life, where I can say I see the change that I've made, I see the progress that I've made, I see the overall growth that has happened from me committing myself to this journey. Now all I'm gonna do is actually turn around and see those people that come around and say, "Yo, I should have listened to you. Either I should have listened to you, either I should have rolled with you on that one. Damn, man. What up? How can I get in now?" Or no, they're gonna approach me. Some of them gonna approach me with the, "Yo, I ain't know you was doing all that. I ain't know you was doing that. No, last time we spoke, you was saying it like this, and you was saying it like that.
Right,
so I ain't really get it."
Like they forgot how it was going.
Or they approach you with the yo. Like they new to it. Like, "Yo, what you doing now? Yo, what you got going now, man? I see you doing good now." Like pretty much, "I see you been doing your thing.
I want to jump in.
Now I want to know what you're doing so I can do it too." That's the mentality that they're gonna approach me with. Those are 3 different ways. Those are 3 different approaches that I'm already starting to experience. and that I know even more is gonna start even coming more as things starting to continue to grow. So I'm witnessing.
Man, we gonna sit here and we gonna witness with you, man. We gonna watch the process.
Hey, man.
I'm check in with you later, man.
Yes, sir. That's what's up. It's the battle to know thyself. Conscious music movement. Health and prosperity movement. It's crazy. It's crazy. Everything that I just said has value and has purpose. I don't even know. Bigger than ever though.